Lovelies, my name's Tamika. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review for The Quiet at the End of the World by Lauren James. So stick around. I have a non-spoiler review first and then we'll probably get into some spoilers. So this one to me is a bit of a mix of sci-fi, dystopian, it is YA. It's about two main characters, so Shen and Lowry, who are the youngest people left on the planet. So as it says on the blurb, basically a virus has swept around the globe and basically made the human race infertile. And Shen and Lowry are the youngest people left, so they were the last babies born, and they live in London with a small community of what's left over of the human race, set in the future. And yeah, it's about them and their future, and there's a whole bunch of twists and turns that are really thought-provoking and really keep you on your toes. So it is a bit sci-fi because it is set so far in the future, and there are like robots that clean and make food and stuff like that. Obviously you can tell that like there's been some medical advances and stuff like that, but it is pretty much the end of the world. Like if everyone's infertile and they haven't found a cure yet, if they don't find a cure, eventually it will be the end of the world. So it follows the main character, whose perspective the book is in, is Lowry. She is a 16-year-old girl. Her and Shen are both treasure hunters. They like to go around London looking for old artifacts, and that was one of the favourite things about the book for me. I loved seeing that and discovering what they find. It has some great STEM representation, and especially ladies in STEM. So being a lady in STEM myself, I thought that was brilliant. I loved that that was included. I think we need to include more of that in especially the YA genre. So Lowry's really good with tools. You know, she's a kind of a lady in STEM herself, can fix mechanical things, yeah, just really good with her hands, really good with tools. Shen is a 17-year-old boy. He is deaf in one ear and he is really good with technology and computers and that kind of thing. Like, he's really smart. So is Lowry in her own way. They both are really quite smart in their own ways, and they make a great team together. And basically it starts off just showing their life and letting you know that they're aware that they're the youngest people in their community, probably the youngest people on Earth. And it just follows them until some things happen that question this reality of theirs. And I will say, the way that Lauren James has written this, it makes you question so much, like, what would you do in their situation, and makes you question a lot about humanity and a lot about what you think if the whole of humanity faced this issue, how we would fare. It also it's thought-provoking in a lot of other ways. A lot of like makes you think about your morals and what you believe in and what you do with your life. I don't know, it kind of is motivational to make you want to make something out of your life and to leave the world in a better place than when you found it. I think is really good as well. So overall, I'm going to give this one 4 stars. I did really enjoy it. It was a little bit slow to start with, just like figuring out the world and what this version of the world in the future is like, and getting to know all the characters. But then it really picks up, really picks up, and had me on the edge of my seat. And yeah, there was just a few things that I wasn't sure about, and that, without spoiling, I can't really go into, but that I didn't really, I don't know. There's like a little bit of my biggest fear mixed in, or one of my biggest fears mixed into this book. So for me, that's why it's a 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I do think you should check it out. It's well worth the read. Thank you to the lovely people at Walker Books Oz for sending me a copy of this in exchange for my honest review. If you don't want to see spoilers, look away now. So this is the end of the spoiler-free review section. gave it 4 stars. If you've read it or you don't give a flying hoot about spoilers, then keep watching, because I've got some things to talk about. So keep watching if you want to see the spoiler review. This is your last chance. I'm literally starting to talk about spoilers now. So if you don't want that and you're still here, what are you doing? Get out. So this. I talked a little bit about the plot twists and turns. Oh my God. That plot twist, that, excuse me, so we're all going on as normal, thinking, oh yeah, aging population of humans, and just Lowry and Shen were the last like embryos, egg donors, so that's why they're the youngest in the community. And then with the virus that they think is taking out all the older people, causing them to have seizures. And then what? They're all robots? Are you kidding me? I couldn't. I did not see that coming. I was like, what? I should have seen it coming with all of the like hints to the baby grow stuff and that, but I didn't see it coming, and I thought it was an amazing twist to the story. And then where it all went from there with Shen and Lowry trying to save their parents. The thing that I said I wasn't sure about that was tied into my biggest fear is the fact that they were all robots, okay? So the world getting taken over by robots, like the whole like in like Skynet fashion, and bloody like Terminators like taking over the world. Not for me. That's a huge no. Like, I don't have Siri on my phone. I don't trust the bitch. Yeah, I just, AI, not for me. So that kind of aspect I struggled with, especially like with that ending and Shen and Lowry deciding that they were okay with being like the last biological humans, and that they thought the robots were the next step just because they could like, they were that good AI that they could think like humans and stuff. Like, hell no. You keep working on that cure. Thank you very much. That's what I would be like. So yeah, I didn't really agree with their feelings on all of that. But having said that, was still a great story. Right from that plot twist to the very end, I was kept on the edge of my toes. Love seeing the two of them finally get together. I love that even though they got together, it's not like Lowry being bisexual was like pushed aside, or just like, it didn't feel like it was a gimmick that she was bisexual just for the sake of it, like just for making the book diverse. It didn't feel like that at all. And because there were other diverse characters in the book as well, it was great. I'm not sure about the ending, how they decided that, and then it kind of was just like cut off. Yeah, although I don't really agree with the ending, and I just wasn't really sure on it and everything. I think I would have done things a lot differently, like not writing the book, but if I was the characters, I would have acted a lot differently. But I liked that the characters were real, their emotions, like they weren't perfect. They didn't like know everything straight away, but they had skills, and even though they may have struggled at times, they managed to use them and come to a conclusion and work things out. And that is what I liked, and I loved seeing them happy at the end, in that like little bit at the end with the letter for their time capsule. I teared up just a little bit. Overall, this book was a really good read. I would highly recommend it. 4 out of 5 stars from me. And thank you again to the people at Walker Books for sending me a copy in exchange for my honest review. That's it from me today. Have you guys read this one? What did you think of it? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out in this new venture of YouTube. And I'll see you for the next one. Bye!